Aries, this is your weekly reading. It is a general read. It is not meant to resonate with every single one of you out there. This is also not sun, moon, or Venus sign specific. Any Aries placement that is important to you, some of the messages may also resonate. At the end of the reading, I will pull you oracles, give you a little bit more guidance for the week. I do only take jumpers, so I appreciate the patience. And time is elusive. We are all on different timelines. For some of you, this is old energy. For some, this is happening now. And for others, it could be more future focused. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Strongest energy for the week. First card, we're looking at Major Arcana, the Hangman. A sense of stagnancy. Maybe something you have been experiencing or something you are experiencing now. A pause, a delay, a sort of lack of progress. Some of you, it's regarding work. Some of you, it's in some sort of relationship dynamic. Not necessarily romantic, but absolutely could be. We also have that with the Two of Cups, which is two individuals that feel the same about each other. Mutual love, mutual attraction, mutual interest, right? Maybe that's where the stagnancy is right now. But the Eight of Pentacles and the Temperance, Major Arcana for Sag energy, which we are currently in Sagittarius season. So this is almost signifying now time frame. I do think a perspective shift is going to happen, because that Temperance is also about patience. It's also about going with the flow, knowing that everything happens in divine timing and everything happens for a reason. Also a card of divine intervention. So there's definitely a greater reason why some sort of connection is not moving as fast maybe as it once were, or is progressing like it once was. Eight of Pentacles signifies work, right? Putting in the work, doing what needs to be done, and a sense of showing up every day, or showing up continuously or consistently. But we do have here the Ten of Cups in the future energy, which is all about long-term emotional fulfillment. Strength card, Leo energy, Major Arcana, and the King of Wands, which is your energy. But heavy fire energy here, Sag, Aries, and Leo. Sag and Leo in particular, but heavy fire energy. So you could also be dealing with someone that has important fire placements. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Look at this energy. Eight of Wands and the Lover's card. So it's almost as if because of the stagnancy, one or both of you has sort of become very protective, almost like a trigger. The stagnancy has almost triggered one or both of you. Put yourself where you fit. Because the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands is like, I'm out of here. Back into my protective mode. This is feeling like something I've experienced before, so I need to protect myself. Looks like the feminine energy, male or female, does not matter. Looks like the feminine energy has been triggered a bit because of the stagnancy, because it has not progressed the way one has desired it to. And I think there's actually a learning lesson here, an opportunity to learn something about self. Hence the enlightenment aspect of the Hangman, right? It's meant to sort of deconstruct any sort of preconceived ideals. You know, it's like when someone pulls away, it means this, or when someone pulls away, it means that. Not all the time, man. Not all the time. Life happens in ebbs and flows, ups and downs. We have seasons, right? The season of the sleeping, the dead, the stagnant, and we have the season for growth. And like everything has its season. But it's the ability to understand that and hold space, right? So I think there's a learning lesson here for whoever is in this, okay, this person has pulled away, I'm going to throw my guards up. Because clearly we have experience around pulling away that has not been positive. Maybe it has meant certain things in the past, but it doesn't mean the same thing all the time. And that's what creates longevity, which we have the Ten of Cups here, which is all about longevity. In order for things to last a very long time, which we all say we want, We want our friendships, our romantic partnerships, our we want things to last, connections to last forever, but we forget sometimes in order for things to last forever, it has to go through all different seasons. And just because we're on a season of hibernation does not mean we're dead. We all grow at different rates. And when you're dealing with other human beings, we have to hold space for that human being to grow, that human being to go through their seasons. It's not always going to align with our season. We might be in a creative season, a growth season. They might be in a hibernation season. So there is definitely some sort of understanding, some sort of expansion of perception that is happening, because I do think while you have had experiences with stagnancy and they have been negative, I think this time is different because we have the Lovers card here, Major Arcana, Gemini energy, which is all about free will, right? Choosing something from a place of this is what I want, not because, or I'm going to not choose it just because I'm not getting, or it's not moving the way I'm moving or growing the way I'm growing. Obviously, we're using discernment here. I don't see any sort of bad treatment or lack of interest. If this is for you, you already know that whoever you're dealing with is mutually invested. They've already shown you things that shows that they are with you. They're equally invested. But it does look like one or both of you, most likely one of you, is experiencing a season of hibernation, or that pullback season. So it's to leave space, to hold space, instead of sort of allowing our triggers to bring us back, because it looks like momentum is just around the corner. 8 of Wands is all about moving again, picking up back speed, going from the 7 to the 8. Also could just be communication that is needed. 2 8s here. 8 could be some sort of confirmation for you. Actually, the strength card is also an 8. So 888, destiny, fate. Something that is unbreakable. That the ebbs and flows. Interestingly enough, this kind of doesn't have 8, but it's very much the ebbs and flows. So this is creating a new perspective. Whatever this stagnancy, stalling is in this dynamic, it's meant to sort of rewire your connection or your attachment or your perception of stagnancy. Stagnancy doesn't mean dead. Or at least in this situation, it doesn't. Some situations, absolutely. It's kind of like I'm getting that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? Or something like that. So it's learning, it's learning the discernment on which one is applicable to the connection currently, or understanding or accepting that just because we've had seasons or reasons, that doesn't mean we are closed off to experiencing lifetimes. Not every stagnancy or pullback is, oh, well, I guess it ran its course. No. In order to get to decades of being in connection with people, it's going to take us understanding that we need to hold space for their path, and to not sort of go into freak out mode. Guidance, please, for Aries. We have intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing, and bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So, prickly. 2 very different vibrations here. But I am getting this bitterness is more so that trigger, that knee-jerk reaction to like put up the barriers. It's like bringing you back to a place when the stagnancy did mean, okay, this is over. But this is saying tap into your intuition. It's okay to retreat, but retreat to sort of rebalance or to heal that connection to stagnancy, because things can't just keep moving at the same pace all the time. Because I think if you sort of tune into yourself, or while this person is in their season of hibernation, it's an opportunity for you to sort of regroup, recalibrate, work on self. It doesn't mean that it's done. It just means the both of you are retuning, fine-tuning, working on inner stuff, personal things, so that when you're back in that season of growth, the growing can continue. Because heart song telepathy and inner knowing, it's telling me like, this, this is for those of you that are in some sort of dynamic where it's been great. Like there hasn't been, yeah, you've had your disagreements or whatever, but there's really no other reason, like there's really no reason to think that this is over. It's just, hibernation for one of you. And instead of perceiving it as, see, love, instead of perceiving it as, okay, well, I guess this is done, I'm going to create boundaries and walls. This is my time. I'm going to focus on me until we're ready to get back on track. Love and light. Interesting. This is like the Two of Cups. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. And light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. Interestingly enough, look at this depiction. Does she not have an inner light? And then this depiction. Both feminine energies, but both feminine energies are laid back, right? Non-action taking, which I think is the season that this connection is in. Both an inner light, but different chakras almost. So it's almost like an upgrade. Like when your iPhone needs to get upgraded, it's kind of giving me that vibe. There's an upgrade pause right now, and then action can resume. Okay, what else do we have? Aries. Surprise. Unexpected action. Interesting. Spontaneous showing up. Unexpected change. I'm telling you. This is going to be a very different experience. It's going to teach you that not all stagnancy means the same thing. I do think there's a longevity in this connection. And as you sort of re-simulate your nervous system, you become more comfortable with allowing the down periods, so you don't panic anymore in the down periods. Okay, let's get this one. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that this person has no intention of leaving. If you believe, and improving health, yeah, upgrade. Meditation brings answers, which is also kind of the Seven of Wands, a sense of meditation. So it's transmuting the pullback, the boundaries into like, okay, I'm just taking some me time. I'll be back. I'm just having some me time. We're just going to have some me time. But we'll be right back on track. Changing the mindset around that. That's so interesting that we have love and light though. And in both these cards, again, the light, two different areas. Citrine could be important. Two different areas of light. And the Temperance is all about patience, a time for healing. Yeah. Okay, that is your reading, Aries. Hopefully it resonates with you. Thumbs me up. Do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.